Christian, it's end of July, and I think a very good time to sum up the first half of 2024. What are your three key messages for the H1 results?
So first, before I start, I have to say we are very satisfied with our H1 financial performance. All KPIs are within our expectations, and I have three takeaways. First is continuous momentum in order intake. We have above 1.3 billion in orders per H1, and this pushes again us to a new record order backlog of 6.6 billion euro. Second is we see increased dynamics now in revenues, and this is far and foremost regarding air defense, TLM-4D deliveries. And I have to say that also ESG contributed now nicely with the first quarter in our books, summing up to 850 million revenues by H1. Last but not least, profitability. So we were able to increase EBITDA margin by 1 percentage point, and this is due to the fact that pass-through revenues are reduced as planned, and we are able to realize economies of scale in many programs.
So NATO celebrated its 75th anniversary with a summit in July. What are the main outcomes of the summit, and how can HENSOLDT benefit from them?
So I think the NATO summit showed some very decisive decisions and also discussions. And beside all the topic of that increased air defense is required, I see four key takeaways. First of all is budgets growing. So we have a clear reaffirmation of all NATO members that spending 2% of national GDP for defense is very vital. And by end of 2024, we will see that 23 of 32 member states will have spent this 2% defense spending of national GDP. Second one is we come from hardware-defined solutions more and more to software-defined solutions. This enables and increases operational efficiency on the one hand, and it also benefits the communication between the certain domains, air, land, space, sea, and also cyber. And here is the playground of HENSOLDT at the end of the day. And third, we have to collaborate more and more with other companies when we talk about artificial intelligence, about digitalization, about sensors fusion. These are areas where we cannot do it everything on our own, so partnerships will be of the essence. And last not least, it's very German, it's also a very HENSOLDT playground. Integration. Germany procures more and more off-the-shelf products from the US, from Israel, and this is where you need integration capabilities, and here with our ESG acquisitions, we are very well positioned.
So when you talked about the 3M results, you mentioned two focus areas for the rest of this year. It was the integration of the ESG into HENSOLDT and operational excellence. Can you share an update on this? Do both initiatives develop as planned?
So let me start with ESG. So we did the closing in April. Now we have 100 days, and I have to say we're very satisfied with the results we have seen. So we have implemented all the key processes. Now we have a clear concept how the central functions are integrated. So this progresses well. And what is really good, that teams work more and more jointly together, and there are very good examples for that. So the one is, for example, that people from ESG work actively in our Pegasus program and support our people from the ESTAS division in this regard. And the second one is that we see more and more common proposals that our teams do. And the latest one is from Counter US, and there we see a good progress. Also in terms of cost and revenue synergies, we are very good on track. And on the top of that, we have defined that ESG will stay as a whole and form a kind of a nucleus of our new multi-domain solutions division, which will go and start early next year. And so this is very good news for ESG and our ESG colleagues. Second, operational excellence. So we have three areas currently where our program really pays off. So first of all, we have reached around 50% of externalization target of our engineering activities, and this is also of the essence to cope with the increasing demand. Secondly, supply chain robustness. So we have now done supplier qualifications for many key materials and the space into our industrialization landscape. And last not least, we ramp up TRL-M4D, we ramp up further radar programs, and we also do the first steps in our ground-based systems in the optronics business. So this is well on track, and all in all, this underpins our commitment to the short and the medium-term guidance.
Thank you very much, Christian.
Thank you.